Hello there, hope you are doing good. In today's video, we will be getting into the legend of the Bunnyman and the Bunnyman Bridge. Shout out to Lily Bella Brie for giving me this idea. Now, let's get into it. So often with urban legends, there is the story and there is the truth. That's what makes the tale of Fairfax County's Bunnyman so eerie, so bizarre, and so downright creepy. While there are several variations of the urban legend splashed across the furthest reaches of the internet, the true story of the Bunnyman may actually be even weirder. A creepy guy on Halloween, dressed oddly, throwing hatchets at people. It's just too bizarre to possibly be true. But it is. For 4 decades, the legend of the Bunnyman has captivated Northern Virginia fear seekers. Fairfax County archivist Brian Conley first heard of the tale when he was an area youngster in the 1970s. It showed up in a 1973 University of Maryland undergrad's class paper. It has been told and retold by local teens for years. While the legend has evolved and changed through the years, it follows these lines. In the early 20th century, deep into the woods that divided the town of Clifton from Fairfax Station, there was an asylum for the insane. At some point, the asylum closed and the residents were piled into a bus bound for Lorton Prison. On the way there, the bus swerved and crashed. Many of the convicts escaped, but were caught save one. Douglas Griffin. While searching for him, authorities found a trail of half-eaten, gutted bunnies, with many hanging from what was then called Fairfax Station Bridge. For months, the police searched for Griffin, but he was never found. Then, on Halloween night, several teens were hanging out under the bridge. At the stroke of midnight, they were attacked. The next morning, they were found hanging from the bridge, gutted like bunnies. To this day, it's said that if you are at a Bunnyman Bridge at midnight on Halloween night, you too will meet the fate of those teens and rabbits. But the real story is even more bizarre than the legend. On October 18, 1970s, the Washington Post reported that Air Force Academy cadet Robert Bennett and his fiancée were sitting in a car on the 5400 block of Guinea Road in Fairfax around midnight near Bennett's uncle's house when a man dressed in a white suit with long bunny ears appeared. He yelled at the couple that they were on private property and he had their tag number. Then he threw a wood-handled hatchet through the front car window. Luckily, neither of them was hurt. 2 weeks later, the Bunnyman showed up again, about a block away from his original sighting, according to a October 31st Washington Post article. Private security guard Paul Phillips spotted the man-beast on the front porch of a new but unoccupied house. He was holding an axe. In the piece, Phillips recounted what had happened next. I started talking to him, and that's when he started chopping, taking several swings at a pole on the porch. All you people trespass around here. If you don't get out of here, I'm going to bust you on the head. Conley continued to dig. He tracked down the police and investigation reports that confirmed that the Fairfax County Police looked for a male in his late teens or early 20s dressed as a bunny. But the police were unable to turn up anything conclusive, writing after a very extensive investigation into this and all other cases of the same nature, it is still unsubstantiated as to whether or not there really is a white rabbit. The police deemed the case inactive. Conley was also able to track down the still married couple that had the hatchet thrown at them. While they didn't particularly want to talk about the 45-year-old incident, they did confirm it happened. They shared vivid details, Conley says, as did the aunt who helped them after the incident. She remembered very clearly combing glass from the shattered glass window out of this girl's hair. To this day, no one knows who the Bunny Man was or what motivated him. Conley knows that any theory he has is pure speculation, but he thinks it could be related to an elderly man, Curmudgeon, says Conley, who owned the property that the couple was supposedly trespassing on. Although the man had died a year or two earlier, maybe a younger family member took up his cause. Perhaps it was just a person who didn't like the development in the region going on at the time. Additionally, if the Bunny Man was in the early 20s in 1970s, then he likely would still be alive today, unless he got careless with his hatchet. No one has come forward and admitted to being the notorious Bunny Man. Today, the story of the Bunny Man has overtaken the actual truth. There was no murder, no asylum for the insane, and not even a bridge. Conley thinks that the Fairfax Station Bridge, which Google Maps now even calls Bunny Man Bridge, was nothing more than a nearby local teen party spot for a creepy-looking and potentially dangerous bridge that got incorporated into the story. Even the town of Clifton has fully embraced the legend with t-shirts and a haunted Halloween attraction. While the legend may be more horrific, frightening, and blood-curdling, the truth is just as bizarre. If there was ever a story that was really ripe to grow and get a little bit strange, it has to be the Bunny Man. It's their own homegrown urban legend. Let me know what you think about this legend and if you would actually dare to visit the Bunny Man Bridge on Halloween midnight. If you have any more urban legends that you would like for me to cover, please leave them in the comments down below. This is it, and I will see you in my next video.